Hello and welcome. We're here, two panelists in a face, watching SG versus Hokori. Are you sitting properly, Winter? Are you settled for that? Are you happy with that position? Yeah, good. What is your position in this game specifically between SG and Hokori? Who are you favoring coming into this matchup?
Hokori.
Okay, that was easy. Bowie?
Well, I mean, it's hard not to favor Hokori, but because I was actually 0% biased in the No Ping versus Lava series, I will try to be biased towards SG. I think I actually gave them a lot of flack. So I want to say one thing that they can maybe improve in their drafts that could lead to a better outcome. Okay, when you actually look at all of their bans, their first phase bans, have you ever played Captain's Mode, like the actual Captain's Mode in Dota?
Yeah.
And you know when you have to draft and you're like, I have no idea how to draft. So, okay, what are the strong heroes? I'm going to ban those 3 strong heroes because that's what I'm scared about. It really feels like SG does that whether they're first pick or second pick, they just ban Weaver and Monkey King literally every game and they never pick it. And I think that is not a good mindset to have. Like, if you have first pick, you have to consider the strongest heroes in the patch for your own team, right? That's why you get the advantage of being first pick sometimes. And they never pick either of those 2 heroes. So I'm not saying they should learn these 2 heroes right now and play it, but I do hope that they are willing to give it away because it feels like their bans are always the same. And I just, no tier 1 team does that. At least not that I know. So
Bowie, sorry, is this you being biased for SG? Because I just hear you flaming them. I don't know what do you think biased is?
Yeah, I guess that didn't sound really well. Yeah. Now that you say it, it's just a tip. Maybe, I don't know.
You're supposed to find excuse for them. What are you doing?
Yeah. What's the excuse? What's the excuse for
All right, are they playing Argentinian server today? Because I did hear that in the last series, they decided to play Argentinian servers for all of the matches. I'm not sure how that goes for these 2 teams. You guys know anything? Because apparently that's something that... All right, the
no, it's Peru, Brazil, Cointos.
All right.
What's the ping difference between those 2?
So in Peru, Brazilians will get around 150, I think, 100 to 150, depending on how good their internet is and depending where they are. If they're in a bad region, up to 200. It's pretty bad. And then Peruvians to Brazil, if they're in Lima, they get 100 to 120. And if they're outside of Lima, they get 150 to 200, very similar to how Brazilians do. It's pretty bad. It's one of the biggest crutches of the region, actually. The stupid servers.
Do they boot camp most of the teams in Lima?
Actually, the opposite. They boot camped, or historically, they usually boot camped in Brazil because all the Valve officials are played in Brazilian servers because that's the official SA server.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's something that the Peruvians. Argentina. That's something that Peruvians don't really like, right? Because at the end of the day, they are the majority. They are the tier 1 region in South America, at least. So it is a really weird thing that we don't have a server that is at least equally good for both Brazil and Peru, and we have all this going back and forth. It's definitely not crisp.
Is there a VPN that helps with that?
I mean, there are services, like No Ping and Exit Lag, but they're actually No Ping is really good for Brazil US East for me, but it doesn't really work that well for Peru. It works better in certain regions. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think it has to do because the problems that they have there. So the problems they have connected to certain areas, like for example US East, is mostly an infrastructure problem, and that can be somewhat aided by these kind of VPN services, right? Similar to how SCA has these issues with China, right? It's a software and infrastructure problems. But the problem between Peru and Brazil is quite literally a geographical one, and it's called mountains. So there's not much you can do about that. I think that's their biggest crux.
Hey, the bans are different.
There you go.
No.
Spirit Breaker.
Oh, yeah, Spirit Breaker. Yeah, you're right. So, okay. Now, Bowie, will they first pick Weaver?
Oh, if they do, dude, I'm going to be so happy.
All right. This is their chance. If they don't first pick Weaver, Bowie, I'm assuming you trash them, right? You hate them.
They are going to get Trent, dude. That's what they do when they have first pick and I always ban.
No, not Trent. Trent is not first pick material, Bowie. I believe in them. I see a Weaver in the future. God.
Whoops.
Well.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's better than Trent.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people. It's pretty much only Apu King of Kings, the first phases 3 in South America. They are the crazy ones. But all right, better. This is fine. You know, pretty standard opener.
What strategy do you think Hokori is gonna bless us with today?
Well, they have that offlane alchemist, right? That did work one time, so it has to be really good. It did. They won a game, right?
Yeah, not in DPC. I think they won once, but like they've had success with it before, right? It's just this year they've kind of figured it out. Like teams already, whenever they pick up the Alk, they always spam the Bristleback because that was in my opinion, the strongest strat, right? The Bristleback Alk, like Alk offlane, Bristleback mid, and that worked really well. The anti-mage strategy to me was meh. They also have the abandoned mid that Steenie was talking about yesterday on panel.
Oh god.
No, they did that against who was it? The guy who spammed Bat Rider. What's his name?
Dark Mago. It was
yeah, Dark Mago. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
I think it was just tailored against that team, right?
No, they think it's a good strat. Like Steenie has come every time on panel and told us this.
I see.
But they didn't win that game, right? I'm pretty sure.
No, they lost. They lost really badly. What is this pick, guys? I've never seen Hokori pick a normal mid laner before. Good Puck? Wow.
How do you know it's a mid laner?
Exactly.
Good question. Good question. What do you think? Where do you think it's going, Winter?
I think it's a flex pick. Why else would you pick it so early?
Yeah,
I mean,
I think Vitali does play Puck. Oh, okay. I see what you're flexing it to.
I'm flexing
like
my muscles, man.
Okay.
In general, it's just if you play as a 5, it's just annoying for the Bane to do his thing in the team fights later.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is some viability there. Would you agree with that, boy?
I would say so. It's probably 91% gonna be mid, but I think he used to be much better.
Yeah, he's very specific about these percentages.
Yeah, they're very specific. Because I think the talents on Puck work much better for support than they do now. But, you know, if for some reason like this TA is middle, which is very likely because SG only plays mid TA at least.
No,
so
that's
far.
a 50% chance the TA is mid. 50% chance it's safe lane.
It's 91%, dude. I'm telling you. KXY, yeah, like I don't know. KXY's hero pool is not big. It really feels like they really like just picking it like his hero early. So obviously it can be flexed, but I don't remember seeing Arms play carry TA. He doesn't seem like that sort of player as well. He likes the Razors, the the Bloodseekers,
the fighting carries.
Yeah.
I hear this all the time from both of you. Oh, this mid player doesn't have a huge hero pool. He only plays Invoker. That was what Mini. Then there's another guy. He only plays this hero Bat Rider. He spams Bat Rider. Then this guy only plays TA.
Yep.
No, he only plays TA, Lash, and Invoker. Yeah.
That's 3. That's a whole 3 hero pool.
Sure.
Look, Winter, you don't understand. Well, actually, you should understand. You played SCA. SA servers are awful. They're really, really bad. And the players that make it there, they carry their team. And if you don't learn a hero in and out, you're not carrying your team. That's really it. I'm not even joking here. Like that's why people here have such low hero pools, because they're like masters of their heroes to carry their team of just donkeys up the hill.
Hey, relax.
You use the D word, man. Come on.
Look, I have played an SA before, okay? It is as bad as SCA.
Alright.
Okay, so what is the Puck now?
Yeah, probably gonna be middle.
91%, yeah?
That's a bad matchup against TA, no, boy?
Yeah, it's definitely not great. I think, the Wuthering Runes do help a little bit, and obviously, like, you don't care to lose the lane as Puck just because you do so much with your level 6.
I mean, it's probably important for the Puck to block the camp, right? I think against TA. I think some players prioritize it a lot, the small camp. So the other guy doesn't snowball so much.
For sure. I mean, this is looking good for SG because they already have this mid lane figured out pretty much, unless Hokori plays some off lane Puck. And at the same time, they will I mean, they can still get a good carry matchup. Obviously, they don't have last pick, but I actually somehow this is working really well so far.
Yeah,
For
the
SG,
the first few picks is pretty favorable for SG. They clearly have a more direct plan on what they want to do. But I think overall the SD is gonna be pretty useful against the TA and the Bane. And you have a save, the disrupt for the grip. The purge is pretty annoying for TA.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah,
But then there's a double grip right now. GG. You can only save
5
one.
seconds remaining.
I mean, an Oping tried that in the last series. They got 0 double grips, and against
really?
Puck, you know? Yeah, it can get pretty hard to do that.
Legion Commander.
Okay, double grip, double duel, double everything.
That's
Awesome.
pretty good. Strong lanes as well with this.
Yeah, a good solid blind pick. You don't know the carry lane. LC is always one of those go-to offlaners when you don't know what your matchup.
Yep, I was expecting that comment from you,
10
Winter.
seconds remaining.
What? What does that mean?
Because you always praise the LC for being one of those people. That's genuinely it.
I also praise you for being on time most of the time.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. You're so kind, Winter. How do you think Hokori... Okay, Bowie, I need your imagination. What do you think Hokori does? Because right now this is looking very standard for them, right? And it's looking standard, but a little bit subpar. What do you think they could do to make this draft work out?
Well, I think right now they don't really have the strongest lanes. I guess partly because we don't know whether like who's gonna be in each lane. I think they like stuns first of all. The only real stun they have is
Okay.
coil, so that bothers me quite a bit.
Hey, disruption is a stun. Hey.
I mean, is it really a stun? Is Astro a stun? I don't know.
House
Like if you
stun,
can't
okay?
do damage during the thing, is it a stun? Wow, that's
You
a
can,
philosophical
you can
question.
cast Soul Catcher and your poison. Isn't that damage?
Thank you for this valuable information, Winter. Imagine if they pick Timbersaw as well, and then you go full no stun lineups. Just run at your enemy, right?
I mean,
Well,
they
it's
need a
banned,
front.
so
They
they
need a
can.
frontliner. They need a frontliner. That's for sure.
Yeah, and they take both very common frontliners here. I guess you could Centaur, but
Yeah, Centaur's pretty okay for them.
How bad is the puck off lane? Is that really something you guys would not
I
consider?
mean, they don't have the right support with the puck off lane. It's SD and Weaver. Imagine
yeah.
two squishies in a lane. Like puck off lane, you kind of want like a clockwork or some melee tank for your
Mhm.
lane.
I would
Yeah,
agree
fair
with
enough.
Winter here. That is such an odd draft. I mean, I like they have the Shadow Demon Terror Blade, and by itself, that can be very strong. There's like a decent amount of AOE on the side of SG, but not that much. But like I don't know, I feel like they need stuns. How do they actually take fights if they don't win their lanes and they like just
Sun King. Sun
own
King
the
can be-
map? Smoke. How do they do anything?
10 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
it's kind of
Sun
hard.
King.
They're relying on the puck, and the puck is gonna have a tough lane against
5
TA.
seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
exactly.
What
And
other
you know, if their plan
comps?
is going Sand King, do you think you ban PL? Like,
Yeah, probably
probably
not.
yeah.
or Drown.
I mean, but I'm thinking about stuns, right? Offlane with stuns. I don't see much left.
Team
It's a Wraith
Alright.
King.
Okay,
Yeah,
I don't mind.
okay.
The king.
Can you? No, you lost the Beastmaster.
Wait,
This is
what?
rough.
Most of the offlaners are banned out.
Can you
10
DK here?
seconds remaining.
Yes.
It's
kinda okay.
Okay, actually.
Yeah, it's okay. Not bad.
Just can't think of anything that can like. Is that or Centaur? Or
Centaur's
Yeah, stun
okay
tank.
too. Then you have a Centaur Shadow Demon lane. That's pretty decent.
yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
That's a very good lane.
Yeah, I think I prefer the center of the DK, just because of the lane and also because it's just an overall. Obviously, he doesn't initiate as well as the DK because Dragon Tail is pretty reliable. But I think he offers more damage. Like he has more damage in his own stun than DK has. I think they kind of like damage with this draft. Like if TB doesn't have meta, I feel like they do 0 damage.
Hey, Shadow Demon is damage, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of burst damage on that Shadow Demon.
You can tell what position Winter plays by how much he's defending. it's that simple.
He has a clear relationship.
Back in the days where the only viable fives were like Shadow Demon and like Crystal Maiden.
Oh, this is the off lane? Is that the off
I'm
lane?
assuming. Yep.
It's a good lane, but no stuns.
You don't need stuns if you win all your lanes.
That's true.
True.
And if you just run at them.
Razor is pretty good against Wraith King and TA
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the game.
Yeah, and they do have the Shadow Demon, you know, to get a little bit more of that static going. They also have Coil. So, I mean, I think if they win their lanes, there's definitely, like, Hokori can kind of snowball out of that. But I feel like if the lanes go bad, I don't know how you recover. Like, you have this Razor that's going to be farming Ancients with his ult.
Yeah.
Puck doesn't have anyone to really kill with, because, like, you have this Weaver.
Shadow Demon. Puck XD.
But yeah, I mean, once again, seems like the lanes are going to dictate this game, guys.
What's new?
Yeah.
I love this game show. to subscribe. Awesome. I don't know, guys. It seems to me like Hokori once again looks for a draft that has a lot of weaknesses, but it could work on the one strength, which is the run at you that you guys talk about, right? The laning, just continue it. Bowie, I'm going to ask you first. Do you have faith that Hokori can execute this to perfection enough to win this game?
I would say this is a 63-37 for SG.
Okay.
Yeah.
Winter, what is your percentage? And be as specific as possible, please. I want decimals on this percentage.
88.88%.
For SG?
Yeah.
Wow, that's very confident. Right.
Okay.
Who is going to be
He's going
right?
against SD,
Well,
by the way.
yeah, it's so hard to tell because I don't know how these percentages work. I don't know what the 12.22% does or anyway, or 11.22. We're gonna have to see in the game. Math is not my strong suit. What is my strong suit is listening to wonderful casters, and that's why we brought over Lyrical and Trent. So take it away, boys.
Thank you so much. So much. That's his strength, Trent. Listening to us. Avo, we give him strength, I'd like to think.
I'm glad he finally found a talent. He's been hopping from role to role, just trying to find out what he's good at, and this was it all along. He was just supposed to listen, you know?
That's amazing. It's beautiful.
That's not
Majestic,
nice.
even.
Why would you
should
say that, Lyrical? Why would you say it's amazing? That's you're terrible.
know.
There's a pause, all right? That's why I'm upset. I'm taking my anger out
That's
on
fair.
Avo because we instantly got into a pause. And
You know why I'm
I'm looking
upset?
forward to some Dota. Why?
Because I wanted them to pick Darkseer last. That was the pick. It would have been so sick. I was really excited. But I mean, Razor's good. Don't get me wrong. Razor's pretty cool.
Mhm.
I'm worried a little bit if he gets a little bit too over ambitious in that lane. There's a potential he could actually die in it because it doesn't have that much save, and with like Bane and Wraith King, it actually could be a problem. So that's something definitely to watch for.
One would presume, and well, I can cheat. I can just look. They are going to put the
Okay.
Shadow Demon with the Razor.
Ah,
So that turns it into, disruption into Link, I guess Link into disruption to be
There it
more
is.
precise. So like
the way to
what
go.
happens, you see, is I'm going to really slow because there's still pause. There's a static Link, and then you just have disrupt them, and you get static Link the entire time, and you get a bunch of damage. But now the pause is over, and we can actually watch the game. Yay! Isn't it
Let's
magical,
go.
Papa?
amazing. That is a great line. Is it magical, Papa? God, I need to unlock those voice lines.
Oh, dude,
Need
I've
to
got
get my
the
Confidence.
Salamene. Do you love me? Big fan.
Yeah, you just spamming that all the time. You're a creeper.
It's so good.
Oh, look at this. Back behind on this area, trying to go for a little bit of a bounty sneak. Sneaky, sneaky. See if they get it. But yeah, there's a couple things that I'm sort of worried about. Ali, will he be actually able to have a good time on this Razor? Because if you start out, you're like anticipating that you're going to win a lane, everything's going to go solid, and then you die a couple of times, it can very quickly snowball out of control. And
They're getting three.
think so?
Sorry. Yeah, they're getting 3 rooms. Hokori's gonna get 3 for sure. Like with that ward, Gardic's getting in there. They're definitely getting 3.
Oh,
he doesn't even need
SG.
his Shikuchi.
The battle
Dude, that's
It is
painful.
magical.
Oh no. No. He
Womp,
got
womp,
out.
womp, womp.
That's really sad.
All right, so GG. You know, the mental battle has been lost. Oh, instant D-Ward 2? Someone stop Gardic.
Dude,
What
this
a
is
great start.
This is a really good start. Ori already building it on up. See if they can keep that momentum going. Boots first on the Shadow Demon. And seeing over towards that mid lane. Already a little bit of good pressure. XY playing on this TA. Meanwhile, Guts trying to do whatever he can to get that 9. No, not going to happen this time. Be an interesting one to watch.
A bit of a classic that we don't get to see so often because now you'll see people just like shift up the lanes as well. Or typically, honestly, Puck just if they're going to be picking the hero, they tend to ban TA since she's so good right now. Anyway, she might just get flexed somewhere else. So you just don't want to have to deal with it. But yeah, I feel like this almost always gets ignored or skipped over. So looking forward to it here.
Be a little bit careful up there on Yuma. Definitely a potential for a lot of damage with the nice little combo of the Stroke of Fate as well as the overwhelming odds. Very scary.
Now,
Could come out.
let me ask you here: are you more of a Mr. Jeans or more of a Guts? What do
You
think's
know,
the
I was going to
better
mention
tag?
that. Unfortunately, right now he's tagged up as Guts because Mr. Jeans is definitely my preferred.
I have to
but,
say,
you know,
I think Guts is pretty good too.
it is. They're
This
both
guy's got
very high
great
quality.
tags. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the other? Serpantalones? That's the or
that
Senior
the other one?
Pantalones?
That's
I
great.
believe is what they call them. Yeah.
Amazing.
Man, this guy's like really on top of that part of the game. Honestly.
It's true. Ali down here is doing pretty good so far on this Razor. There is going to be a little bit of an attempt on his life though with the big rotation away. And,
Team?
yeah, this is one thing that's a bit scary. Is like these Razors do actually suffer if the don't have some help nearby.
Yeah, they had a
Show.
ward that saw Misha moving too, so they knew
Right.
there was no help there. You were casting quite a few Razors this morning, I believe, in Europe with Fear, right? I think I caught 2 games in a row, maybe 3 with Razor in it. Did
Yeah.
not look so hot in those games, I have to say, even when it won.
No, well, and the thing was is they're sort of bouncing off between Razor offlane and Razor carry, and Razor offlane lost every game, and we'll see if the sort of story will continue or not.
We're changing
yeah.
regions. We'll see if we can change the fate of the hero.
Ooh, up top, a lot of damage out.
Radiant's courier.
Making some more right clicks. Is it going to be enough for first blood? Oh, Fairy Fire and Livin. Chico, in the meantime, also trying to survive there. That Metamorphosis doing a ton of work, but not quite enough for the kill. Ooh. And you can see the run over also back towards mid. Guts made a really nice move to throw out the orb and then head over and cut off and take away the bounty rune from KXY. So very frustrating stuff. Also was able to peep that there was no ancients being stacked at all that whole time either. So a nice little start here. Hokori having a good game.
Are fortified.
You know, I don't think I've ever said this in my entire casting career, but this looks like a really good Legion game.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know. I just like with the new talent and the shard, and I look at these heroes on Hokori, and I'm just like, damn, this looks like once you have that talent, like you duel someone, that's gonna feel good. Yeah, there's a Shadow Demon, so it's not like the perfect game or whatever. But overall, I just feel like I'm very happy to get my duel when I want it, and that talent just makes it so successful now. I feel like the hero's really been improved by that.
It has a lot. And, this has already been a very strong laning hero. And up top, going for it, first blood. Gets claimed. Gardic goes in, is able to take down one more for the kill. But definitely the way that you want to be going with Legion. And yeah, I think the press the attack is obviously amazing. No more Sakuchi for a couple. Oh, might be able to take down Lit here. Gardic. It's going to fall. So they'll be fine.
Now, that being said, and I totally have not given you a giant hint, but which hero in this game do you think has the lowest win rate across the entire DPC?
Is it Legion, really?
Oh, it's most certainly Legion, my friend.
Wow. That's crazy.
Across Division 1 and Division 2, every single region, she is rocking a solid 37.5% win rate. And that's in
nuts.
40 games. That's not like, oh, she's
Yeah.
just getting picked a little. Like, she's one of the, more picked heroes in the game, partially because, like, the offlane pool just feels a little bit shallow right now. It's a bit of a kiddie pool at the moment, if you will.
Yeah. Well, and the thing about that is, like, I guess that there's other heroes now with the rise of ABBA a little bit in certain regions. So, like, the press the attack doesn't end up sort of having as much value, I feel like. There's been some Omni play, I think, recently, too. So I guess maybe just the stocks have dropped for the poor old Legion. But, yeah, like you said, this is definitely a good game for it, particularly against, like, a TB. Get some hurt on early here.
Yeah, you gotta love that magic nuke versus a hero who at level 4, has 680 HP right now.
Devastating.
Didn't eat enough vegetables, is what I would tell my kids.
Oh, it's supposed to be meat, right?
No, they don't have a problem eating meat. It's vegetables.
Oh,
I
got it.
lie to
So
them.
you
I
just
lie.
lie.
I'm
Got
lying
it.
endlessly. I need to eat my broccoli to get big chunk. That's right. You eat that broccoli.
I love
Did
you.
You eat a
That's
lot
right.
of broccoli?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh no. What am I doing? Good D word there. There won't be a blocked off ancient camp. This is interesting though. A ton of pressure out here early on, but the rotation comes in from Guts. Wants to get in range. They do have bugs. Chase is coming. Can he get out of there? Where you going, buddy? The DD and the right clicks. It's going to be more than enough for the final touch. Good rotation from Guts.
Good early play with the rune here. Something that's needed. I'm gonna run into a nice ancient stack. It's like, what can we do about this?
Dire's middle tower.
Could make a. I mean, you have a razor, but that's typically the mid or the mid razor that can contest stacks. Is which will get a TP down bottom. Oh, not even close. Gets home with a single digit HP.
Nice.
Okay, it wasn't single. It was double, but still.
Doubles, not very much either.
No, it's really not. Yeah. So we had a game just a couple hours ago. I don't know. It's all a blur. But TA for Team Spirit, I believe, got completely out of control. And Na'Vi was not able to stop them from just farming stacks endlessly. And, well, I see a similar fate perhaps befalling Hokori here if they don't do something about this.
Right,
I don't
well,
think
the
they're gonna
one
be able to do anything.
The one thing that did sort of differentiate there was like a very active safe lane hero, and I don't know if Wraith King necessarily falls within that same purview. So that's at least something that's going to be going good for Hokori if they can sort of shut down one of these heroes, or maybe run in. Well, we'll see how it goes if they can try and shut the map down. But at least for the moment, things looking pretty good for SG.
Yeah, you can tell they're trying to get this kill really desperately up top because they also didn't send LTH mid to farm the waves while TA was taking the Ancients. So they're just looking for this duel into potential Inkswell and Silence. They could definitely get the kill if he lands it, but Gardic being very careful up here to not Shikuchi too close.
Yeah, just wants to keep catching these waves and get whatever farm he possibly can at the moment.
Ooh, Widge in the mid
Yuma's
lane
off
here.
and away. Careful.
Yeah, he was getting a little close, but I mean, what can they really do, right? If you like Nightmare, it's not like you can convert that into a kill.
I will also mention Guts has a very, very full inventory right now. Has 3 branches that he's just kept there.
He's still waiting on this one clarity to finish.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that'll help.
Easy.
He
Another
doesn't
one.
get-
Tower is under attack.
XY is being so annoying on this TA. Anything else really next? Ali, still. Gonna keep this pressure on. Pops the ulti. Gonna go farm some camps. All Arms just has to sit there and deal with only lane creeps. Although Witch actually making the move over. Are they trying to do something here? They also have the Grimstroke, but a little distance away means there's no chance for a kill on that Razor.
Radiant's middle
Yeah, I'm not
tower
sure what
is
that
under
was. I
attack.
mean,
Oh, Arctic?
ulti running.
That was a TA.
Was he
TA.
trying to suicide?
No, he's just walking in. I think he was trying to contest. Didn't realize there's wards in the area.
Well, he got hit by her, and then he was gone for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds, then he got Melt Strike.
Yeah, that's rough. Did block off the Ancients at the very least. So that's nice. Disruption.
I'd like to see him bring a Quelling Blade and do the
Radiant's
sneaky
middle
block.
tower is under attack.
Oh, yeah.
I never see that used.
Coil. In towards mid. LTH in some trouble, but the silence into the kill. And they are away afterwards on Hokori. So again, a couple of fairly inconsequential kills at the early going here. But although it does look like they want to make a move now.
Are fortified. Radiant structures are
Both teams getting a lot of farm, whether it be the TB off in the jungle or TA trying to clear through like Ancients, and now trying to get some good pressure onto this mid tier 1 as well. LTH is in the area. Eco also here. They brought everybody. They're gonna get the tower.
middle tower has fallen.
Not much you can really do there. No coil, no fight if everyone's not prepped at the right time. They instantly smoke. This is a little unusual, but really want to use this duel. Get some damage onto Hiko. And they're doing a long trek. It's cross country. The Nightmare's gonna help.
Radiant's
Oh, and he's
Now
still
they
going
find
in.
him. Misho gets caught to the side. That's a nice pick off there. Now, I don't know if they're going to be able to catch Vitali, though, as the duel already used. So,
Radiant's bottom
kind of
tower
weird
is
again,
under
bringing a couple cores down bottom. But I guess they want to try and keep this tower alive. Or I'm not sure. Are they going to pressure for tier 1 bot?
Yeah, I think that was a good play, honestly. They
Okay.
they come down, they get a duel. They've already secured tier 1 mid. The obvious play is for everyone to just run top. But Wraith King is just pushing out solo. He's not in any sort of threat. They can actually take this and then transition to top if they want. And no one on Hokori really wants to be down here. The coil's back up here, though, so they're going to go for the full-on fight. Oh, if they
brought
all get
everybody.
away, this feels awful.
Dire's
Yeah, SG. This is really
the
good
traps!
for them.
He's slowing
Dude.
them.
Yeah, they're defending. They're all out.
And look where
that
Wraith
was
King is, dude.
so many TPs bottom.
This
Oh
was
my god.
sick. And now Arms is just skeleting top. What a
Yeah.
maneuver. That's the macro play right there that we talk about, where you're like, oh yeah, they make really good moves on the map. That's like, the heroes were completely inconsequential to this. Like, sure,
Yeah.
Wraith King pushes a little faster than your average carry, maybe, but any carry would have still gotten this tower with creeps.
under attack.
Right. And I mean, they'll make the most of it on Hokori and take the tier 1 tower for sure. And actually, with this ward up in the area, oh my god, are they going to find a kill here onto Hiko? Might actually go down, trying to TP out of there. Will he escape? Oh, back in the base, going to live through it. All right. Ulti's dropped. No chance for a kill. Damn.
Meanwhile, Widge was still way down bottom there with his courier, able to now. Oh, no, not TPing.
Radiant's
right.
bottom tower is under attack.
Interesting.
He
Very
wanted to
interesting.
stay back there. They're going to smoke in. He's going to try and bait, maybe, on the creep wave, and they're hoping they cut back down.
This is a blink dagger reveal. Jumps in, finds him. Double reveal. No
Dude,
save. Elmisho.
Elmisho, why?
Was too far away. He
It
wanted
was-
to disrupt.
Okay, but let's say he does. Like,
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm with you.
sometimes just let him go, man. It's
Oh,
like,
no,
they
and
won't
Yuma-
get their 10 dual damage.
Tower.
Yuma wants these creeps so badly. Oh, okay. Maybe they can make something happen here. Oh, Guts, he doesn't have mana for coil. Oh, no. And then the nightmare afterwards.
Yeah.
God, that's got to be so frustrating.
Mr. Jeans would have had mana.
There you go. Good old Mr. Jeans. Well, the last several minutes, Arms has just been chilling up top, like having the time of his life.
I keep forgetting Arms is in this game, and I'm not even joking.
Yeah,
He's 0-0-0, and he's just been opposite of the opponent. Like, ever since he left the lane, he has just been mad chilling.
all right, they're leaving now though, or they're coming up to try and force them back. And he, at least for the moment, is going to leave. Ali will clear through all of these creeps that are
Radiant's middle
annoying.
tower is under attack.
I also do appreciate how Arms uses a set as old as him with the sword and board Skeleton King. I mean, this is like classic, man. This is what he was meant to be.
It's true.
Pirate Skeleton King.
And he hits from further 'cause he's also got a broom handle.
Boom.
All lore. Although he might be in trouble now. This could be bad. Oh, Arms. You got too comfy, Trent. too comfy.
All right.
Will they be able to bring him down twice, though? That is the question.
He's
Guts?
like counting the stuns here.
They still have coil. Yeah, but they're not going to go for it. Widge with the wraparound. Ooh.
Oh,
They
he
have
blinked.
grip.
Oh no!
They have grip, though. Yeah, they got
okay.
him.
All right. I thought
Jump in. Duel.
Isn't it magical, Papa?
Are they going Roche?
Yeah, might as well. Got
Very
Puck.
nice.
That's the big hero. Hang it up. Get a Blightstone on Wraith King. Blightstone on TA, sure. Obviously, she's going for a eventual. Are they both? No, okay. He's not going Deso. All right. His is just casual.
Is under attack.
Yeah.
And of course, then they'll stack, after.
Ooh,
There you go.
that's a good point. And I mean, to be honest, they were on the opposite side of the map for so long that
Oh,
kind
of
of works
course.
anyways.
Yeah, it's totally fine. Just making sure he wasn't going full investment Deso, that's all.
SGA looking really good right now. Very impressed with this. And if Hiko keeps on getting like these dual victories, already 30 at 16 minutes is not bad.
They've also, SG made a very good read on this game by looking at the fact like, they have TB and Razor. What if we just like doubled up on halberds, right? Doubling on arms, doubling on Hiko, 2 ranged cores that rely on attack damage. It's good.
Jumps in. They are on to Widge, but the jump forward and the catch save afterwards on Misho, trying to make sure that dual victory won't be a victory. And it wasn't.
Dire structures
Now,
are fortified.
XY blinks back.
He got out.
Yep, he's able to escape from that one. Oh, press the attack. Dally shows up. Soulbind onto 2, but they gotta run. They gotta be careful. Wants to take down 1, and man, XY just blew up that Razor. Now trying to turn it down. Misho still super strong. Meld strike, couple more punches. Why not? Eco still chasing Guts over to the side. They take down El Misho, and Guts does a little ring around the rosy action with arms chasing. They know where they want to go, and they found Guts.
They
got him
him.
dead.
Oh, that was some pretty intense lag.
Yeah,
That was very unfortunate. And he did not have phase shift up for the record, so it didn't kill him or anything.
okay.
Oh man.
Seriously, it's not bad manner. Yeah,
Oh,
they're
of
landing
course
now.
not. Yeah. We are lagging. Yep.
It's not bad manner. I think it's fine. You have to assume. Like, jeez, that's rough, man.
You know
Oh
how
yeah,
it is.
Hiko did a really cool play during that fight where KXY was way up front, and he pressed the attack on like this, like the instant that the reflection came out, and I think it was intentional, but it was like so fast right after that it was not an issue at all. And of course, that's just more protection for the refractions by removing those additional damage instances. So really, and well, speaking of like, usually the caster curse it works the wrong way, but Hiko pulling off another sweet move there.
He's strong, man. This is going to be a scary LC. He's going to start scaling here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And we'll see where they decide to go that from there on out. Now having the level 2 duel. Some disruptions getting thrown out. And this is maybe a little bit of a hope that we could see from Hokori is going for the disruption and then using those TB illusions to try and farm with the Shadow Demon even. Could be a nice way to play it.
Well, with it feeling like SG is running this game and with the Aegis, how are we going to get Hokori back into this one? What is your plan right now? You got Blinky at Witchblade, bots coming out on the puck. Oh, yeah. I mean, I agree. I feel like there's a little bit of dodging that needs to happen. Scotty on TB will be huge. That's got to be something that you look towards as being like your saving grace. So you take the fights you have to with your BKB on the Razor, but you really just try and make sure in a good position when the Scotty comes out.
Hunting, not finding. Go. Not going to be able to connect. Tier 2 is still going to die. Yeah, that's going to be something to watch for. And I will say that, like, as the game goes later, I really do believe in Yuma's power to try and carry this one. Like, we're seeing a physical build come out from Wraith King. It's mainly physical damage from TA. Legion is mostly physical, although there is some of the, like, overwhelming odds. And you've just got crazy armor with Terrorblade as you keep on building those Agi items.
Yeah, Yuma's a beast.
The scary part, of course, is,
Radiant's
you know,
bottom
if
tower
Grimstroke has a
is under
game,
attack.
he's going to kill all of Hokori with the TP illusions. Gets towards an Aghanim Scepter. PH definitely rock some face.
All right, well, I mean, they're doing a lot of the right stuff, but this wave is still going to hit your 2-2 right now.
Is under attack.
You don't have Glyph. I think this is just gone.
Under attack.
Mind you,
Yeah.
Yuma is hitting a tier 2 bottom, so this isn't the worst scenario. They're even going to throw down the Shout Demon Illusions. There is Glyph on the Radiant. They should probably protect this, I would think. You have map control. Don't give this up for free.
Yeah.
Oh,
they're
dual top?
going to.
Wait, what? Oh, the self-Yules. He's too speedy.
Yeah, couldn't get him, but still chasing. Has an idea of where he's at, looking for him. Oh, time lapse. Run away.
Oh my god, they're
Yeah,
chasing
they're
Weaver
there.
and losing their tower.
Yeah, that's crazy. Bottom is just gone. That is very frustrating.
Oh, it's so close.
All right, 24 HP. Do they deny it?
You might as well. It's TB. Just
Dyer's
hang
middle
on.
One comes
tower
out.
is under
All right,
attack.
they're going to try not to.
Kind of wild. I mean, you're giving up, like, outposts if you do that, I guess.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's just, I mean, it'll go down eventually, but hey, TB's already out of the area. It'll take him a while
Cool.
to get it.
Up top. Guts. Oh, just barely able to get out of there. Frustrating. Ooh, trapped. Not quite going to be there. Got maybe another little lag spike there. Perfectly fine. But yeah, I don't know.
Smoke. Yeah, there they go.
This is Scotty done.
Oh, this is the time. We're in. Rovo 2. Brigand's Blade.
And a haste rune for Hiko left behind to get picked up by KXY. So if they get in range, this still could be very good. Scan is going to connect, but look at this. Arms. Right out front and center. Breaks the link immediately. Oh, Widge in some trouble. Nightmare 1, grip the other, but that's not
Okay.
going to be anything. Yeah, Vitaly just kills him.
Wow. Hokori taking over this game after that Aegis take from SG. No cares here. Taking a tier 2 in response. Taking a little move down bottom. Good smoke. Good use of the Scotty power up here from Yuma. Could even perhaps do it again. They still have coil. That's really the key to what they have. A lot of lines on that minimap right now. My goodness.
Right. Well, again, it's just like, if Yuma's left to his own devices, he is going to be able to do a ton of damage in these fights. Ooh, run away. Little Weaver. Trying to hide. But, like, they do have some great tools to, like, enable him, too, They got the disruption later on. Ooh, Gardic?
Oh, he's good. He's good. No detection over there.
Oh, my God.
Man, one stray sentry and you're just done. Oh.
That was it.
Not even close. Oh, no. Elmisha, why? You just saw what happened. Why would you leave?
El Misho.
Why? Were you watching?
El Dedo. That's not the way that goes.
All right.
Go. Run. That's the one. As Widge, they blow up the illusion
Dyer's
and
bottom tower is
immediately
under
gonna
attack.
go for the smoke up
Dyer's
afterwards.
structures are fortified. Radiant's top
The
tower
Shadow
is
Blade on
under
arms. A
attack.
bit old school. They can get the job. Oh, they saw the invis. Right
know.
there.
He's just running away. Does Yuma realize?
Oh,
no.
wait, I thought he saw it.
Careful. Down to half HP. Does have the Sunder, but in some trouble. Silences out afterwards in the dual victory. Eco gets the kill. Man. Just like that. I mean, that was everything.
Arms hitting him with a tip, too. Damn.
Oh,
Gardic. Another game of these Weavers. It's being a total nuisance. Catching the waves as they leave the base, getting a little bit of protection down. Throws down a sentry just to make sure that there's not some vision here waiting for him to do this exact play. And perhaps setting up for Guts to grab a kill. Widge and Hiko coming back. They want to find themselves a freebie.
Dyer's courier
But there's a
has
dire
been
off spotting some moves.
Dyer's top tower
Oh,
Okay, why?
Widge.
Looking.
Sorry, not Widge. Hiko. I don't know why I
That's
said
good.
Widge.
Like,
Yeah, I'm just trying to confuse him, Keep him on his toes.
that's fair. Dude, he's literally just chilling, waiting.
I mean, he
He
has
knows
the
that he's
odds.
gonna show. Yeah.
Yeah, but if he died, that would be very embarrassing.
Yeah. He knows better.
Such
Dude, this is just like Aloha Dance from the
I know.
other series that we watched.
We're just replaying the games from before. It's all a simulation.
These Weavers have just been very hard to deal with. Pushing out the waves, but I think they might find him here finally.
They shouldn't
Oh,
just
Gardic.
do reruns. They should write
Oh!
new plots for the other regions,
Ah!
Oh, he's fine. He's fine.
He's so good. Look at him go.
Dire are scanning.
It's interesting too, because while that was happening, like TA ended up hitting up top tier 3 tower.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Well, they have successfully kept it pretty even while we
Yeah.
prepare for the next Roche, which I'm going to think will be their next big moment here. What is Vitali doing? Looks like a Lincoln's has committed for the ultimate orb here.
Okay.
So some help
Interesting.
versus the duel, even just like Soulbind too.
Oh, that was the Yule's out. Gardic, they found him. And that should be enough for the duel victory. So they finally are able to squash the nuisance of the bug. And 100 duel damage for this Legion commander. What a
Radiant's
pick.
top tower is under attack.
I will say KXY is really pushing the limits here with the hero. Just how can you kill him with his BKB? If he has TP, which he currently doesn't, but like let's pretend he has BKB TP.
Okay.
I don't think he can die unless it's like full on like meta is there and swinging the entire time with like several
Right.
heroes, but feels unlikely.
Well, Arcane and Arosh is available, but Corey, they do have a lot of heroes in the area and some pretty good vision down too. So this is not going to be super easy. Bugs.
That next
Bro.
fight is going to be so hard for Yuma, even with a BKB.
You think so?
Well, I mean, it just depends on the halberd.
Yeah, I guess. That's fair. Yeah, if that halberd comes out, he's going to get wrecked. But this game's still very, very
Are
even.
scanning.
Big differentiation. There's a smoke out coming. And for an opening, they get a coil only onto one. But it is Widge. So Widge goes down, and then the duel on the other side. They find out Misho, but Yule Scepter lift up, dead, and, well, halberd out afterwards onto TB. Yuma walks in, wants to start blasting away. Rest of the team coming in afterwards. Guts chasing. Hiko in trouble. Try to kill the bug off him. Not going to happen. Yule Scepter lift up again, this time on the Grimstroke, who tries to escape, but it
Oh,
ain't going to
Roche.
happen. Corey? What a huge victory for them.
Is under
Roche,
attack.
go Roche, go Roche, go Roche. They know the plan. They know the way. Over half of meta left. KXY, though, already nearby. Now melds. Buyback.
Okay.
Dire's bottom tower
Interesting. Very interesting. So they managed to take that Roche fight, but they don't get the Roche afterwards, which is, I'm sure, a little bit frustrating for Hokori, but
They just want him in
See.
again.
yeah.
We'll find him again in the pit.
Although, actually, with meta now down, maybe they can't. They might actually have to give that up. Oh, that's frustrating. Sure. Ulti down onto Widge. Press the attack to keep him alive. And yeah, with nobody in the area, it's just going to be a free one.
fallen to the radiant.
Damn. SG. Get
And
the
they're just-
Aegis.
Yeah, accepting the circumstances that they can't fight it. They don't want to risk anything more. They've done a lot to hold this game from what felt like a pretty good start. Another duel here.
Okay.
Another freebie here for Hiko. That's a plus 140 damage.
Isn't it a
Hey,
magic?
he's
And a
having
lot
a
of
hell of a
tips.
game.
Yeah, plus 150. plus shards.
Nice.
They were called. Been a while.
Good job. That was sick. Still looking for people. Want to get that courier snipe, but couldn't quite come out in time. Arms running on down bottom. Don't find anybody there, but gets back to farming afterwards. TB illusions, cutting waves. Got Gardic again coming in to cut the creep waves as well. And this has definitely been the mode that we've been seeing. A lot of just split pushing when teams are falling behind like this and keeping the net worth relatively even.
Yeah, we constantly talk about the risks of pushing structures. Mostly high ground. Tier 2s can be a bit risky too, but people don't want to take that risk.
Oh, he found him. Nice play.
Huge.
Another dual victory and taking that SD out, but does have buyback if things get a little bit testy. The coil going to connect now onto 3. Has to be careful as TB can just start ripping away at them. BKB out, turns now, starts blowing them up one by one. KXY is done. They buy back on the Legion Commander, but way too far away at the moment. They do turn and want to bring down Vitaly, but they won't quite be able to. Dude, Yuma is too big.
I don't understand what is happening right now. Why did they buy back?
Unbelievable. And they might kill off this puck, but no, Yule Scepter afterwards. 3 dead. TB, it's too strong.
Well, they ward the high ground to jump and kill Misho, and they're just like, oh, okay, well, there goes the 5 who ruins my duels, but he buys back. The fight pulls outside. Well, he waits first off to buy back, so the fight goes to the base. Right. And he TBs to the tier 2 because they're in between a tier 2 and a tier 3. And he's instantly back in the fight, like right away, and contributes all his spells. He got everything off in that fight.
Well,
so
it's going to be another dual victory here at the very Ooh, maybe not actually. Oh, no. Oh, Hiko's going to go down instead? Gardic time lapse. Oh,
the
no.
Damage sap.
Takes him down. Oh, man. Listen, I'm just going to say they have, like, all physical damage, and it's against a Terrorblade. It's really tough.
Oh, here's our replay here, too. So, Misho gets grabbed, dies. Look at this. He waits, buyback right to that tier 2. Back in the fight right away. And as you said the whole time, Yuma is just absolutely slapping the damage around. They don't have the damage to get back through, and then Misha comes back in for the easy mop and bucket cleanup there. And Arms just on the old struggle bus.
Yeah. Well, I was wondering if we were going to see like a return to the, Radiance play or something like that. Obviously, it's tough because you're against Reflection, but just, I don't know. Terrorblade was such a good pick. And Gardic has been absolutely fabulous on this Weaver, making moves around the map and like constantly catching and cutting waves.
What a swing, man.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Wait, what? Why does it say Yuma's doing Legion voice lines? Oh, wait, what?
Radiant's bottom
Huh?
tower is under
Did you see that?
No, I didn't. No, it says Hiko for me. Wait.
What? No, it says Yuma, form up, we're going back in.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, that's not Legion. It's from the
Okay.
anime. That's what it is. My bad.
That's a
I was
Luna line.
so confused.
I wonder if it's the same voice actress.
I don't know. Yo, shout out to Luna in the first season of the anime. She really, she made things interesting.
It's true. Genocidal character. Shout out to her.
Hey, whoa, come on now. Very cool character, all right?
All right, fair enough.
Radiant are scared.
Oh, man.
Yo, Witch has an Agnums.
He's been farming.
Okay, I've been out on this one. He went straight Ags, no Aether?
Yeah, he's
Radiant's
chilling.
bottom
Why?
tower is under attack.
I mean, the cooldown is kind of sick.
Yeah, I think that's probably the most important part. We've seen a couple of Banes go Aghanims. I feel like there's another one in one of the other games that happened in this.
Yeah, that was the 70-minute game. Oh, okay.
No, there's another one from.
I was gonna say, because we got one today, but like, come on.
Yeah, it was from like the 5th Roche or something.
Well,
but
it was a lot of the Eastern European teams were doing it at TI on the position 4, but
they spot him, which maybe an Ags time. He's living on the other side, leash up, needs to back out. Oh, he didn't know about the eggs. Oh no, KXY gets handled. And now Hiko trying to escape. Maybe he's hoping that Hiko could press the attack him off, but it didn't happen. Regardless, it's up on high ground now, and this game is looking rough.
Insane. Actually just
Unreal.
ended. Like one bad jump.
Dude,
That
timing.
Legion in the pub getting reported. 100%. It doesn't matter if everyone jumped off the bridge with you. She jumped first.
Time lapse, keeping him alive. Big plays, big plays. Can they do it? Tries to get out of there. KXY in trouble still. And they're going to be able to completely drain the Wraith King. Coming back to life in a moment, but everybody hurting.
Leave them alone.
Hey, dude, they're in. It's all over. Devastation. Hokori absolutely wrecking.
That's Legion, by the way. He's saying,
Oh, what's that?
Look at the line of that. Go, Roche. Circled Roche.
Yeah.
Now, go control this. We need next Roche.
Dude, the power of the lowest win rate hero in DPC. You get 160 duel damage, and he can't win the game. Devastating.
Yeah, it is definitely the lowest win rate with 40 picks, I think. Actually, Willow might be... Willow's worse, but I think has less picks.
God, yeah, you can see just once they're in there, like the time lapse afterwards, because Weaver's been farming all game. Both supports have Aghanims. Oh wait, no, actually, excuse me. Elmisha doesn't have an Aghanims yet.
Middle tower has fallen.
Oh, yeah, Willow has 75 picks and 36% win rate. Jeez. Stay away from the Willows and the Legion Commanders, ladies and gentlemen. I implore you to pick Mirana, though. Just saying. I saw this earlier today, but that hero was crushing it before people stopped picking her.
Really?
Yeah. Let's see. Maybe she'll make a comeback. Once the anime drops, we'll get all those heroes back.
True.
That always happens. Except for DK. Don't pick DK either. He's I think he's 2-18 in TPC.
You just keep telling me what not to pick, Trent. What should we get?
I think no matter what I tell you, it just won't matter. So I'm just trying to keep
Okay.
you away from the absolute worst
That's
ones,
fair.
Radiant's courier has been
KXY considering a scythe, but the butterfly is complete now for Yuma. So that is a lot of protection. Now, mind you, we still have a lot of halberds.
Yeah.
2 halberds. Maybe they can find that. Oh, also
Oil.
Grim has eggs. It's done.
Press the
Trigger got
attack.
it.
Yeah, that's devastating. If they can get it, though, that's the question. Ulti, XY in trouble, just dies.
All right, LTH, get in there.
He has to find Yuma to get
All right.
this Ags onto him. Eco tries to back away. They jump in. LTH, he spots his target, but can he actually find
There it
him?
is.
Pops it there. Doubles out. Focuses immediately, trying to take down the Razor. And look at it. The Terraplane. Oh, but the time lapse came out. And then Yuma just turned and immediately beat it to death. Because he has an MKB to kill himself. The Reflection Illusion.
Genius.
It's no good. Arms, BKBs, walks away. But Yuma, know what he wanted to get. He goes in, takes down the tier 4 towers. And this is going to be GG. Hokori, take game number 1. Fabulous fashion. Very impressive stuff.
It's 3 meals away from a societal collapse at all times. SG were 1 dive away from a total collapse in this game. And
Wait, what was the
they
first
took that
part?
dive. What?
What's the
Society's
first part?
Society's 3 meals away from a total collapse.
Oh, okay.
It's not, you suddenly no one can eat for 3 meals. Then what happens, huh? This is what happens. Your graph goes.
Very dark.
Well, I'm
Very,
just
very
trying to
dark.
make some comparisons.
All right.
Pardon me for making analogies.
Jeez, this is scary. Yeah, it was definitely a big collapse there. I want to know what the big thing was that timing wise, if there was an item that they got or what it was that made all the difference. I don't know. Any
It
thoughts?
was when they dove and made the fight really easy.
Okay.
I mean, they're always going to be on a timer because Yuma was
Yeah.
getting the big items. Things were looking pretty
Right.
scary. They have a set way they want to play these fights, and as the game goes on, the items that you get on the heroes that stop the Legion duels, they just make it easier and easier. You look at someone like Elmisha, right? Once he's getting the Aether, and then he's getting the Blink Dagger, suddenly half of those plays that Hiko was making the whole game just don't happen anymore. And Hiko didn't
Yeah.
go for I'm going to ruin TB's game necessarily items in terms of the blade mail or something. Maybe you could find something like that, or like a BKB to ensure that you're getting the good target every time. So I think that the double halberd was good if they kept that same momentum, but they couldn't quite find it.
Yeah, and you can see here the damage that was dealt. I think also if we could check out the graphs real quick. I'm not sure if we have the technology.
We have
to
the
do that or not.
technology. If we can click the graph button, I can tell you.
Yeah,
it went really high and then really low.
Well, then if you go to items, there like around this 30-minute mark, there was a collection of items that sort of coalesced all
You're
together.
really making him work hard here.
I know. I'm sorry. I apologize. Thank you so much for that. But yeah, if you scroll just a little over. I'm sorry, production. Please
no, I
forgive me.
see it right there at 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's the bracer into the Scotty.
Yeah, there it is. That's all
was
this.
those two items.
But
Is that
it
what you
was
meant?
like they got Aegis on Radiant, but it was like at the same time you got Aghanims on Puck, you got Blink, you got Lincolns, all that stuff was coalesced together. So really impressive showing. Yeah, any thoughts before we head on back to the panel before we break it all down?
No, I'll leave some for them.
All right, well let's leave some for them, and we'll hear in just a sec. SG drop the game. Hokori, take game number 1.
All right.
Every day, every time we start the panel, Winter gets bigger, so I always get scared when we get back on camera. Bowie, I want to ask you first because I think you touched on a very pivotal point of the draft, and you're biased towards SG, which means apparently you're more willing to flame them. So, you talked about Hokori lacking stuns. We talked about them having to run them. Do you feel like SG was capable of abusing that lack of stuns?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
I have a really big pet peeve with the way ARMS played this game. I think that
I was looking.
Yeah,
for that.
yeah, because he was pretty farmed and he didn't really go for a build that like had explosive damage. Obviously, TA builds Deso, so he cannot go for that. But in 2 fights, he actually had reincarnation, and either the TA or the LC is getting jumped or getting his damage drained, and he was playing very. Like, I don't know if passive is the work, but like I feel like he could use his body to soak a lot of damage, use the slow, actually proc his low so that everyone else could do damage. But he was always really afraid to commit, and I'm not sure if there was some miscommunication, but I think that was a big problem. Also, I think the die from Hiko, very unnecessary. It just forced a terrible fight. But even in that terrible fight, ARMS was very scared to commit, and at the end of the day, everyone died anyway, so it will probably be better if he could use all of that HP, all of that evasion, so that the TA didn't get sapped, and then like they can do damage, right? Because the TA at the end of the day is the carry.
He was playing the game more for himself instead of playing for the TA. I think with this draft, he had to sacrifice his own game and play for the TA in the team fights. I agree. The last fight, he even ran away and he tried to stun. I think it was here. He tried to stun the Razor that had Lincolns, then he couldn't kill him. I think it was this fight. That was pretty terrible because the TA he actually had to stay there and help the TA. I felt that he ran away and he went for the Razor. Maybe if he stayed there, he stunned the TB because the TB was I think around 40% HP, but he got his Thunder off after the Aegis. But if he actually stunned him, TA revived and they tried to burst him. Maybe they killed the TB. They could have just won the fight there.
I agree.
I mean, it's really brutal when you get tipped for a tactical play in a team fight. Not that you missed a stun or whatever, but like you chose to do the wrong thing and they tip you because they realized it was that bad. All right, that was. I mean,
now I know why.
Now
I know why everyone is actually flaming him all the time.
Well, it's because ARMS also has a history of saying incendiary things as well. So there's those too. Yeah. But yeah, so did you guys feel like? Actually, I'll ask you, Bowie, first. Do you think that Hokori was just a better team in terms of execution?
It's hard. I think
you went hard for SG. I mean, I guess Winter more so, but you said 71% in favor of SG.
Yeah, I did. I don't know. I feel like they played their lanes really well, but I feel like they kind of threw this game. If they just kept doing what they were doing and didn't really... obviously, I think ARMS probably has some issue with this loss, but I feel like if they just actually kept that high ground, the triangle there, and just waited for Roche, like that seemed like a very straightforward win or like decent game for them to play. When they dive there and they lose that fight, the game is ruined. I think it's really hard to come back from that when you know that they have the late game, so you can't go for plays like that.
They made use of their 29%.
Other 29. Winter, do you feel ashamed that you were wrong by that much of a margin, or are you just gonna chalk this up to you another one of your errors?
What's wrong with being wrong? You know, we are here to be wrong, and the players to show us why we are wrong. You know, that's why we're
What a
talking.
great
and not playing.
answer! Wow. I would allow you to be a minister. Yeah. I think
I would say that apart from arms, I would also have something to say about the Bane's item build. I felt like he was playing more like a position 4 instead of like the Wraith King was playing more like a position 1 instead of a 2, and the Bane was playing more like a 4 than a 5. I think he needed to buy just a Glimmer, because I felt like a couple of fights, if he had a Glimmer, he could have saved the other guy or he saved himself, and then the fight could have been completely different, you know. But he chose to go for the axe, which I felt like a bit unnecessary. And
I really. Sorry, go on. Sorry.
No. You can go ahead. No worries.
Yeah, like I was really thinking about that. I think the reason they didn't go like either Force or Glimmer is because of the SD. But I also feel like if you don't really build any defensive items as supports because there's SD on the other team, like I'm not sure if that makes that much sense.
A lot of the times the puck was just jumping him alone, and he had nothing to save himself. If he had Glimmer, he would have lived for sure. Or at least you force the puck. Okay, fine, he'll buy a dust, but you have the magic resistance. It's going to take a longer time for the puck to kill you, you know, and things could be different because your team can come and save you. And overall, I felt like during the first, you guys were talking about, I think, the second Roshan just now, where they had to stand on the high ground. But I felt like a lot of the issues also arise before that. They were playing a really good game, like at the second catapult, where they actually, I think they brought 5 heroes to mid lane to kill the tier 1 mid, or 4 heroes, I can't remember. I think that was a really good move. Because the TA was really strong, he was doing well in his lane. They brought heroes to contest. The LC TPO, and I think the Wraith King, he actually walked over to help to take the tower. I think that was really good. Unfortunately, that was the only good thing I think the Wraith King did the whole game. They killed the tower, and then they smoked, I think, 3 people bottom. I think that was the first point in the game where I thought, oh, they're actually doing and starting to get the ball rolling. Bane was staying bottom. He was trying to get his level 6. They went bottom, they killed people, and then they tried to pressure the tower. They couldn't get the tower, but they retreated, and Wraith King had the whole map to farm. I think the game was going really well there. They were making really good moves, but I only saw like the Bane was always trying to farm. The 3-man team was the Grimstroke, the LC, and the Puck. I felt like the 3-man team should be the Bane, the LC, and the Puck, and the Grim should be farming his either Lance or the Aghanims. He need to rush
the TA.
that game. Yeah, with the TA. Yeah, I mean the Grimstroke, that game, I felt like he had to be rich for them to close out the game. He needed to have Lance is like kind of like luxury. I felt like Axe is the item that you really want that game, but I kind of felt like the Bane was trying to take too much fun, where he actually should let the Grim be richer than him. And after that, they got the first rush, I think at 15 or 16 minutes. Then they started to push, and the Weaver was, I remember the Weaver, he was creating a lot of distraction. He was like cutting the waves, and the LC, he was camping here and left and right to try and catch him. And they spent a lot of time trying to run him down, which I felt like one or two times he was fine, but after that, at minute 20, because the A-Gaze was about to expire, I think 21 expire, then they killed the tier 2 mid. And then they had the option to I felt like they should have just ran high ground at that point. They had one quick wave, because I think it was the Puck that cleared the wave behind them, but they had one wave. They needed to make that wave go up the high ground, because they had 1 minute on the Aegis, and force them at least to come back. Instead of that, they tried to run away, and they went bug hunting. You know, they looked for the Weaver, and then the Weaver, I think, brought them in circles for 1 or 2 minutes, 1 minute, and then the TV was like, "Oh, thank you very much, sir. I'll farm the whole map." So yeah, I kind of see why TB. I kind of see why TB is getting picked a lot. I think in the last week or so, because he's one of the position 1 carries where usually you don't see much position 1 hard carries nowadays. But he's one of those position 1 carries where he can delay the game by splitting the map really well, clearing the creep waves. But at the end of the day, I felt like the opponent also let him do that by not forcing the issue as much with their advantage.
Yes. I will say, since we're on the TB thing, I wanted to commend, and maybe you want to add to this, Bo, as well. I think Yuma's playstyle on the team fights was much more aggressive than we're used to for a TB. Like, he was running into the fights, right, as opposed to like standing in his zone and hitting everything. And that was a big reason why SG started struggling into the mid late game. Like, him playing these fights so aggressively, not allowing them to run away, made up for the lack of stuns they had in many situations. And they realized, like, they put themselves